Hello everybody, we are in Swingfield today. It's the European Final 2016. It will be an exciting day today, and we have a few Dutch guys who are really on the move. But what about James Shanes? Maybe, we will see today. It will be a hard, tough race, but we have beautiful weather and a beautiful racing field. Have fun with the video.
The track's 680 metres, so it's quite a big one, a lot bigger than a speedway track. And the speeds are probably between sort of 65 and 70 miles an hour, maybe higher, depending on how good the rider is.
And how many riders do we have entering the championship today?
We've got 18 only in the championship, and obviously 2 reserves. And yeah, it's obviously, I think the majority of the riders come from England. There's one from Germany and a few from Czech, some from France and a couple from Holland. So it should be sort of fiercely competitive.
And the rough, they do certain heats and then semis and then into the final, is that correct?
You've got 4 qualifying races, and then the top, I think it's top 12 into the semi-finals, and then the top 3 from each into the final. So it should be pretty, exciting.
What makes a really good grass track race?
Probably the track. It's got to be big and smooth and consistent, and obviously the riders putting on the show. As long as the track's sort of raceable and looked after, not too much dust, not too much grip. It's normally pretty exciting.
For the first session of training, that European solo riders to the pit box.
One of the biggest meetings you can do. We qualified first off through the European semi, which was my round was in Mulshaw, and they have 2 rounds. I went through Mulshaw and I got 3rd there. And then obviously today is the big final. It's all on the final, so you can win all the races and get to the final and come last. So it's a scary thing saying that way, but it's all good. It's all down to riding hard. It's going to be amazing racing. You've got some of the world's best riders here. And me, so hopefully I can do it in front of the home crowd. Would be brilliant for me.
How much fun is it riding a bike like this?
You can't describe it. It is the best feeling in the world. I wake up, so excited to ride a bike. It's unbelievable. I don't enjoy washing the bike afterwards, but throwing your leg over it and going out there and doing 80 miles an hour, no brakes, just flat out all the way is brilliant. There's no computers on the bikes. It's you and the bike, and that's it. You've got no, I haven't got like dad out like in the pits saying, all right, do this, do that. When I'm out there, it's me on my own, me and my bike, and that's it.
Do you prefer this? Have you done Speedway?
Yeah, I ride for Kent at the moment on Speedway.
Oh, right, so they are 2 quite similar disciplines, but yet they are.
Yeah, they're very similar, but very different. Obviously, like the bikes are very similar, but again, quite different in different ways. Speed is the big difference. Around a speedway track, you could hit like 60 miles an hour, and around some of the big long tracks, you can do 100 plus. So it's the speed side is sometimes quite difficult to get, change from going from like big 1,000 metre tracks down to a 400 metre track, and grip levels are quite different, but other than that, they're very similar.
What's your sort of strategy today? Because obviously you're chasing Jannick, and you're British champion.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot on your shoulders in a way, so
yeah.
Has that added a little bit of pressure to you?
A little bit, but not a lot, because obviously I came last year at the European final. I was the underdog, no one's expected anything, and I walked out 2nd at the end of that day. And obviously come here today, Jannick's got all the pressure on his shoulders. He's reigning champion, and if he wins it again, he'll be the only one to win it 4 times in a row. So he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. There's Maciej Treasury, who's in the World Long Track Series, who's a very top rider. Dirt Fabric's a very good rider as well. So you know, there's that added pressure of being obviously at the home, like in England, and there's a lot of people here that I know. There's added pressure with that, but other than that, it's just another meeting. I'm still kind of the underdog. I'm still learning every time I go out. So hopefully, just get it all set up for the final and then make the gate in the final and go.
Would you sort of see, I mean, obviously winning this one and going on to the long tracking wheel, do you see quite a long future in grass tracking, or do you think you might switch?
There's no reason why I can't do both. That's the big thing. There's plenty of riders that do both, to what varying levels and everything. But I'm hoping I can try and make this my my career, my job, and you know, no reason why I can have, you know, like Bombers do, and play on the speedway, and come in and have a little skill on the grass, and then off the speedway and carry on.
The first thing is to get in the final, and yeah, just go through the races, make sure I get my starts going well, and I think that's the main thing you have to do here: get off the line and make sure you're in front in the first bend, and then try to ride the best line possible, make enough speed and keep in the front. But yeah, it's not easy today. We have a lot of quick young guys from all over Europe who of course want to beat me. So yeah, it will be exciting today.
What about conditions? Are they good conditions for racing?
I think so. Yeah, the sun's out, of course, which is always nice. Not just for us, also for the spectators. And yeah, I think conditions are the best as they can be right now. The track's of course developing quite a lot. In the first practice it was really wet and slick, and it's drying up a bit more, and I think after the support classes will have done the practice, they will do some track grading, so it'll change again. So you really have to look at the track and see what's happening, and make sure that the bike's set up properly to well, be quick enough on the track. But yeah, all you have to do today is first, of course, you have to make the final, and it's just one heat you need to win. That's the final. So that's the main strategy.
What is it about grass tracking that you like, say, over speedway or other traditional bikes?
Well, of course, speedway is it's a little bit shorter, but yeah, I just like the speed, and you really have to work hard on a grass track bike, and I think you need a bit more strength as well. And well, I think the best thing for me right now at the moment is I have a normal daytime job during the week, and in the weekends I can go racing. So yeah, that's the thing, the most positive thing about grass tracking. You know, it's a lot of guys that aren't really professionals, but they of course approach this as professional as they can, and yeah, it's an exciting sport.
How hard is it? You're champion, world champion, and everybody wants to get you. Is it harder to remain at the top?
Yes, it really is.
Catch?
It is. It's hard to catch it, but it's also hard to stay where you are. And of course, a lot of people expect quite some things from you, because yeah, of course you've done it in the past. But yeah, it's still a sport, you know. And it's never easy, so you can't rest and lay on your backside and do nothing. You have to keep working, and of course sometimes you have some bad luck, and it's also a mechanical sport, so something can go wrong technically with the bikes, or you can fall off and break something, which those are all the risks from the sport. And I think the main thing is you just have to have fun and keep having fun. You know, it's still it's still a hobby, but it's quite a professional hobby. If you're not having fun anymore doing it, it's becoming a drag, and it's not because you want it, it's because you have to, and that's I think is the most important, to keep enjoying the sport, and that makes you win races, I think.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind.
You are?
He's here? Yeah. He didn't want to, but got a chick up here. You don't need one anymore. Cheers, man.
You haven't even got one. Well, it's starting the first turn. Well, no, I'll go wait to go with him. To go with him, see him. Whatever that is.
17.
This sport, grass track, you're an individual. We all get on very well. Whereas speedway, there's a lot of pressure on you because you're in a team. If you're not performing, you feel like you're letting the team down. The management get on your back a little bit. The fans kind of give you a bit of a hard time because you're not scoring the points. Whereas grass track, if you have a bad meeting, you've only got yourself to blame. You already got yourself to have a go at, and then you get over it and ride the next week. You know, and it is also, there isn't the pressure where you have to ride. Like, you could be at Edinburgh one night, you could be at Kingsley the next night, you could be at Sheffield the next night on the speedway. Whereas the grass track, if it's not going well, you can maybe have a week or two off and just regroup and then go and do another meeting, and it just gives you, it's a lot more freedom, I think, in grass track, and it is a lot more relaxed, and the pits are a lot more relaxed. You see for yourself, everyone's wandering around and chatting, and it's just a lot more relaxed atmosphere, and you've got all day to do it, whereas speedways, bang, 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 all go, whereas grass track, you've got a nice relaxed day and you can enjoy it more.
Who are the players to watch?
Oh, the current world champion, Jannick De Jong, and European champion. He's a very good handy rider, obviously. He's a Dutch kid, about 28, and he's going to be the force to reckon with. But we've also got a young English rider, James Shanes, who's he's doing well. He's setting the world on fire at the moment. He came second in the European final last year, his first year at it. I think he's qualified for the World Long Track next year. He's British Masters champion 2 years running, so he's going to be definitely one to watch as well. But to be fair, it's a European final. There's probably 10 guys who could win it. You know, it's what if it goes right today, it could be anyone's. You know, there isn't one standout guy, I don't think, today. So it's going to make it tough.
Have a statement?
Right, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. You've been out for practice today, Colin. Everything gone okay?
Yeah, everything's good. We've come back in and changed the gear in, but other than that, everything seems all right.
Fantastic. I thought you were going to lose your passenger last week. He was doing solo racing.
Yeah, I've only just found that out this morning.
So he won't get the sack?
Not yet.
Fantastic.
End of the season.
End of the season, right. We'll have to pay him more money, Colin, won't you?
So it seems.
That's right. Come closer, Carl, and back with Colin this week. Could you not bring, when you do an ordinary meeting, bring the solo bike as well? I'm sure Colin would let you.
I think I'm getting a bit old for that. Used to do it many years ago, but I don't think I could do it now.
Well, you did okay at Bridgewater.
Yeah, I mean like doing solo and cycle at the same meeting, especially at the moment. No, I don't think I could do it.
Were you disappointed, Colin, to lose the crown there at the Masters?
Well, yeah, obviously, but you know, things happened, didn't it? We bogged it on the start line, and that's it. It was, you know, good night. You can't do that and make ground up at you know, a meeting of that calibre in the final.
That's right. Well, ready next year, of course, you'll be gunning for glory again.
Oh yeah, without doubt, we'll you know, we'll be after it back next year, but yeah, see what happens.
We've still got a passenger.
With Carl Pugh. That's it. That's if you got a passenger. Did you say, Carl?
There's probably something I don't know here, isn't there?
There'll be a lot of people coming up to Colin now and say, "Our passenger for you if Carl's giving up." Is that right?
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Not too bad. We haven't really done loads this year, to be honest with you. We've tried to just do the bigger meetings of them all, just with work commitments really. Been really busy, and trying to fit it all in is just been a bit hard sometimes. But obviously Graham here today, he does a brilliant meeting, and so you wouldn't want to miss this one really.
You've got different passengers today, haven't you?
Yeah. I had Kevin done a London to Paris last week cycle ride. So he's obviously 300 mile in 2 days or 3 days, something silly.
And how did you get on with the new passenger?
Yeah, good. So I didn't really know till last night, and he was feeling a bit tired, Kevin was. So obviously Liam stepped in for me today, and he's a very experienced passenger.
Very.
So there wouldn't be much Liam wouldn't know really about the sport. So I feel good with him on, no problem.
Fantastic. Have a good day.
Hope so. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miles.
Hey, come on, make some noise for the riders!
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can I ask you all to stand, please, for the national anthem of Great Britain? And first of all, we have the Vice President of the FIME, Mr. Juni Halmi from Finland. Show your appreciation, everybody. The FIM Europe Jury President, Mr. Peter Szymanski. Now, today's referee, you may have heard of him, of course, on the Speedway Grand Prix. It's Wojciech Grodziski. And of course, from here, from the UK, the FIM jury member and ACU host delegate, Mr. Dickie Staff. Today's ACU Clerk of the Course is Mr. Paul Hurry. And the ACU Environmental Officer is Mr. Tony Knoll. And so we also have some other officials here. You may remember him as a rider, Zdeněk Schneiderwind. And of course, no stranger to the Grasstrack's ACU delegate, Mick Stace. The DM-SB delegate, Mr. Martin Stuckey. And the KNMV delegate, also well-known commentator, Jacob Alkema. Now we've got Jamie Etherington and Sonny Springer on these youth bikes. Can we have a big round of applause, please? This is the future of Grasstrack, ladies and gentlemen. They're just receiving their medal. So we now move along to the riders. They're actually grouped in country, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, we have number 1, Jannick Stichauer. This is the Czech Republic, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, Pepe Joseph Frank. Number 10, Martin Malek. Moving along then to France. Riding at number 5, Theo Di Palma. And at number 18, Matthew Trezereau. Now for Germany, we only have one lone rider from Germany. It's Christian Holzhorst. We move along then to Holland. And we have a very large contingent here from Holland. We have number 3, Dirk Fabriek. He's number 3. Number 7 is Mark Helmut. At number 8, Sword Rosenberg. And now we come to number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning World Long Track Champion, the reigning European Grass Track Champion. Please welcome back to the UK, Jannick De Jong. So we now move, of course, to the UK. Sorry, no, we have another gentleman from Holland because we have Lars Sandewilt. Now, we spoke to him earlier, just 17 years old, one of the future stars of racing in Holland, Romano Hummel. And we also have the very experienced rider here, number 17, Henry van der Steen. Now we come to the UK. He's won this title before, also a Masters champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Appleton. You can make as much noise as you want, everybody. You don't have to be quiet here at Swingfield. You can really let it rip. We've also got number 11, Mitch Godden. We now move along. Of course, Mitch has come into it. He was a reserve. So too is the next gentleman. He's come into the championship. Please welcome. He won the International Lincolnshire Poacher recently. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Cooper. Now we go along, make our way along to number 14. Do you realise he was in Germany racing yesterday? He's here today with us. He's multi-British Speedway champion. He actually won the British Under-21 Championship here at an Astra, not this particular venue, but an Astra meeting way back in 2003. Welcome back onto the grass for Chris Bomber Harris. Now we come to a young man who finished second in Europe last year. He won the British Masters for a second time just the other week. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please, for James Shanes. And we come along to our next rider. This young man has made rapid progress. I watched him on the Speedway the other night at Swindon Speedway. He's making a name for himself on the Speedway and on the grass. From the Forest of Dean, Callum Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, the riders will now be doing a slow lap, so can you all show your appreciation as they come round, ladies and gentlemen.
Start the day with the European final. Riders have competed in the two qualifying semi-finals. And I can quickly tell you that winning the first semi-final was Xavier. In Germany, and the winner there of that big black and white helmet colours on the outside gate. Right on the inside, Jannick De Jong. Number 2, the last to come into line, Christian Holdsworth. So the start girls move away. So the riders prepare themselves for the first race of the day. The starters move away, it's now in the referee's hands. October takes for the first time this afternoon, making the best of the starts. It looked to me like Dirk Frederick had made a good run on the inside, and he's got himself to the front as he goes round that first turn. Jannick De Jong is in that first one. They come round off that top end, they're going to reach the fly already this afternoon. They really are motoring off as they come round off that top end and down past me for the first time. Dirk Frederick leading. From the rider in fourth place, Joseph Frank. So can Joseph close up? We've lost one rider, the rider in green, that was Theo De Palma, has pulled up into the second position. Now moving down that back straight into this top 12 for the second time. This to complete lap 2 as Dirk Frederick is setting the pace, and a very quick pace it is. Joseph Frank followed by Jannick De Jong, so the Czech Republic well represented in this one in second and third. And there's problems. Second place. Good challenge now for that third and fourth spot. And as we come down past me and see the last lap flag, it is the rider that started with that very quick pace. Dirk Frederick that is taking the lead and leading into that pit bend for the last time. Up the back straight he goes. He really is. Our first race of the afternoon in this, the 2016 European final is a win for Dirk Frederick. He's followed home in second by Jannick De Jong. Andrew Appleton has got himself up into third place. I'd missed that on that far side. He got up into third place in front of Joseph Frank. I'll wait for the referee's official result and give you the points. So we've had confirmation from the referee, and I think the easiest way I can give this to you, the way the programme is sorted out, is if I start from the top. The points scored by the rider in red number 1 are 4 points. The rider number 2, riding in blue, 1 point. Number 3, Derek Fabrique, a great start for him in this afternoon's European final, 5 maximum points. Number 4, Joseph Frank, the rider in yellow, 2 points. Number 5, 3-year-old partner, no finish. Number 6, Andrew Appleton, 3 points. So just to recap those quickly, 4, 1, 5, 2, 0 and 3. Well, we did have a winning time for that one. It was 129.45, 129.45. So we'll watch to see what happens in race 2 as they're already coming to the line. We've got riding in red. Great representation from Holland in this one. We've got Mark Helmhoff, we've got Sigurd Rosenberg, Jannick De Jong. Look out for him, he's the rider in white. Riding number 9, the rider with the white helmet colour. That's Jannick De Jong, the reigning champion. Martin Mallock goes in yellow, Mitch Gordon in green, and Paul Cooper right on this outside gate is riding number 12 this afternoon, but more importantly the black and white helmet colour.
I'll copy yours later. No, it's all right. Just write the numbers down. One's at coloured, one's at the other one's at round.
The riders looking for those warning lights to prepare them for that start. The starters move away, the green lights will then come on. And away they go. Paul Cooper's made a good start on the outside, looking for the rider in red on the inside. Mark Helmhoff has got that inside line, but it's Paul Cooper that's going the long way around that first bend. He picks it up coming over the fence. They come round off that top turn, it's all getting very, very close as Paul Cooper is steadying the pace and is going wide. Mark Helmhoff it is that's sitting there in that second place. You can see the red helmet colour in that second spot. The two of them going up the back straight, but Paul Cooper is steadying it. Paul Cooper recently won the Lincolnshire Poacher. We know that he's a quick rider. Hasn't had the best of luck this season, but he looks to be going well at the moment. Jannick De Jong, the defending champion, is sitting there in third place and is now starting to tackle for second. Jannick De Jong is in the bottom. You see the last lap flag being already blown this time. Well, Paul Cooper it is that still leads. Jannick De Jong has now got himself up in the second place. Pushing hard in that bottom turn. He's going to go wide again. He's going to go all the way around. He's getting around the outside of Paul Cooper. Paul now knows he's there. An absolutely superb track rider. As he takes the checker flag and gets a win first time out. Paul Cooper has to be content with second place. And Mark Helmhoff finishing in third. Very quick second heat. We said the racing was going to be fast and furious this afternoon. Let's give you those points. We start with number 7, the rider in red, and 3 points scored. Number 8, the rider in blue, 1 point. Number 9, Jannick De Jong, the maximum 5 points for the win. Number 10, Martin Mallock, 2 points, the rider in yellow. Number 11, Mitch Gordon, the rider in green, no score. He was excluded by the referee for going outside the track markers. Number 12, Paul Cooper. He scores 4 points for that second place. So we've now seen 2/3 of the race programme. We come to the third heat and we start with yet another Dutch rider, riding number 13 with the red helmet colour right on the inside. That's Lars Zandelen. Our own Chris Harris, number 14, rides in blue. 15, Romano Hummel, also from the Netherlands, rides in white. 16, the youngster James Shanes in yellow. Henry van der Steen in green. And Matthew Desario from the French Federation rides in black and white. He's got that outside gate. Now at the moment I can't decide who's got any advantage on those gates. We've had Dirk Fabrique starting from the inside. Paul Cooper had a brilliant start from the outside. So I think early signs are the gate is very, very even. And what the riders are questioning is they can't see where the preparation lights are. Thumbs up from Matthew Barrier. They're looking to see the referee put the warning lights on. Up European once again, and Matthew has made a fantastic start from the outside. He's got himself to the front and he goes round that first turn leading. The rider in yellow, James Shanes, has got himself up. So, setting the pace, the French rider, Matthew De Jong, pursued by James Shanes in second, Chris Harris in third, the three of those breaking away from the rest of the field at the moment and starting to close up. James Shanes pushing it hard in that pit bend, and he's got... And he's going to try and push the next down the run, Matthew De Jong. Matthew's setting a cracking pace as Chris Harris has got a lot of work to do to try and catch him. Roman Hummel is the rider in third place at the moment, but the gaps have really started to open up. Fantastic start for Bruce. He's a very, very quick rider. Chris Harris can do nothing about it at the moment. Roman Hummel, you just watch what's going on in front of him as Henry van der Steen. Chris Harris on that bottom turn. Which means we've got a chance to the checkered flag there. Goes on that one. That is number 18, Matthew Stario. And getting an elevated second place is Roman Hummel. And finishing in third, Henry van der Steen.
I've got my purse, don't worry.
I think all eyes at the moment are on the far side, and Chris Harris has got a long, long way to push that bike round.
Yeah, true. Hold on a minute, look at that. Why didn't you wait till you Can you write these down or not? Can you write these or not?
Hey?
You would have had that then. Patron, who's money? You've had that then. No, every now and again. How many bits have you got? Just two.
Want to push, Chris? You have to the point or not?
That's a long way to push to 1 point.
Unfortunately, Chris has decided he's not going to push it all the way around for those final points, so very disappointing for his first ride. Travelled overnight. Those of you that follow the Speedway world will know that he rode brilliantly in the Grand Prix in Tetero last night. He's travelled by vehicle overnight, got here early this morning, and that's a disappointing start to the day for Chris.
I've made my decision. Yeah, don't ever...
So let's give you those official points then for race 3. And we start with the rider in red, 2 points. The rider in blue, no score. The rider in white, Romano Hummel, is 4 points for that second place. James Shanes, again unfortunately no score. The rider in green, Henry van der Steen, he scores 3 points. And Matthew De Jong, maximum 5 points for the win. So you should have had 2, 0, 4, 0, 3 and 5.
Hij gaat nog even snel de punten in het Nederlands doen, dames en heren. Van boven naar beneden. 1, Heinrich Stighauer, 4 dikke punten. Christian Hulshorst, 1 punt. Dirk Fabriek, eerste overwinning op zak, 5. Jozef Frank, 2. Theo Di Palma had pech, geen punten. Andrew Appleton, 3. Mark Helmhout, 3 punten. Sjoerd Rosenberg, 1. Jannick De Jong, zwaar bevochten, 5 punten.
Martin Malek, 2 punten. Mitch Gordon, helaas gedisqualificeerd en geen punten. Paul Cooperman, 4 punten. Lars Sandvliet, 2. Chris Bomber Harris, die bombardeerde zichzelf op de grond en ging liggen. Geen punten. Romano Hummel pakte daardoor 4 hele lekkere punten. James James, geen punten. Pech. Henry van der Steen, 3. Mathieu Trésarieux pakte 5 dikke punten.
Thank you, calm down, and I didn't give you a time for that last race. It was very, very quick indeed. 1:28.48 for Matthew Trésarieux. 1:28.48. So the quickest of those 3. And you might have gathered, this is just a late practice for Tom Crosser. He's managed to find himself a passenger. He's got to do his official 2-lap practice. But the insert race 4 is for the 500 sidecars, and we should be seeing number 3 Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Simon Baird and Goodwin. Barry Bennett we did hear was a non-starter unfortunately, and 16 is riding as 152, that's Aaron Vale and Steve Vale.
Did you put that in the bin?
And 55 Dave Cavell, 65 Natasha Bartlett and Kyra Southgate. So we'll wait for the 500 sidecars to get underway. See, they start on track, the same as the 500 European solos, and a few of the passengers deciding to clear out the loose dirt in the ruts that have been formed already. So, first time out this afternoon for the 500 sidecars. Starters just about to move away. Happy with things? Yep, they're happy. Up go the tapes, and indeed we've got all sorts of problems on that start line. Well, if you can hear me at all, Dickie, if you're out, they do need your assistance in the pit box. If you can make your way up there, that's Dickie Star. Thanks very much.
Well, they normally run it from there. That's the reason why they run it from there.
The only things you move is our chair.
Yeah.
far side. We've got one outfit between left on the start line. This one, we'll pick them up through as they come round, as they go into that first turn. Looking very, very quick indeed as the gaps start to close, and the early lead is with our addition to the programme, Neil Owen. Matt Van Roller in second at the moment, and Simon Beanie it is that's sitting in that third place. Well, it does look as if Colt White didn't make it to the start line. But no problem for Neil Owen at the moment as the passenger looks over his shoulder. And that's Jason Farwell. Knows that somebody's getting close, and that is Matt Van Roller. Neil Owen, of course, on that V-twin Garden Power, he'll try and keep it tight on that V-twin. Matt Van Roller goes in very, very quickly, closes up, holds it tight on the exit as well. He's got a quick line coming up this finishing straight. Now, has he got time to do it? Just one more lap to go. He's very, very close going into the bend, but he's doing it. In this last bend, he closes right up going into that pit turn on the entrance to the bend. To get through. Neil Owen keeps the power on. He's gone slightly wide, but he does just enough. Matt Van Roller gets second. So maximum points to Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. So race 5, and it's the first outing for 1000cc sidecars, and an excellent win to start the day for number 12, Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. Second to him, number 15, Matt Van Roller and Gareth Williams. Third place there, number 76, and that of course is Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. The winning time was 129.8, 129.80. You should have had 12:15.76 and a 129.80 finishing time. So the starter just checking that it is going to be 3 riders only going in this one. Calls them to the tapes. And away we go, who's made the best of it? Dave Cavell on the outside, he's got that outside line, but what's Josh Goodwin on the inside? He's got a very quick line into that first turn. Now remember, Dave Cavell had a much wider line going around that first bend. He should be able to cut back going on the back straight. Keeps the power on, so it's the top turn, leading. Down past me for the first time, and it is Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown that lead from Dave Cavell and Cameron Gordon. Natasha and Kira are still sitting there in that third place. They're not losing ground on that second spot, so we could see a challenge there. The power on. He's going very quickly around that top turn. He holds a very good line on that top turn. The other outfits are a lot tighter than he is, but he's very, very quick. Again, those of you on that bottom turn, you'll probably see the different lines they're taking on the entrance next to that. Could be a back long to the second place because Natasha Barney is getting closer and closer to Dave Cavell. She looks for a line on the inside. She's got a very tight line coming down this finishing straight. Dave Cavell must know she's there now. He closes the door as he goes into that pit bend.
That wrong because that's Natasha in second.
Has she got a drop on that top end? She's got herself in front. There is Josh Goodwin takes the line. It's going to be close for this second place as Dave Cavell comes back underneath. And I think just got that second place. So race 4 in your programme. We've got into the checkered flag and it's a very convincing win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Second place, number 65, Nasha Bartlett and Kyra Southgate. In third place, number 55, Dave Cavell and Cameron Gordon. The winning time was 140.37, 140.37, 3:65 and 55. now turn our attention over the far side of the field, the 1000cc sidecar start line. And one or two changes here because Miles Simmons is passengers by Terry Saunders. Unfortunately, Rob Wilson not able to take part this afternoon with engine problems this morning. As they come round past me, two outfits getting away from the rest of the field as they come round off that first turn. It is Mark Crosser and Carl Blythe that lead. From Colin Blackburn in second place. There's a good battle going on for that third, fourth and fifth as three outfits are almost together going into that top end. Place on this one, I'm sure your eyes are drifting the same as mine are for that third, fourth and fifth place. There's some real battles going on down there. Mark Crosser and Carl Blythe getting away from Colin Blackburn. And Carl Pugh in that second spot. The eyes are on that third, fourth and fifth place. So unlucky with the British Masters yet again this year. He finished second once again in that big final. Colin Blackburn has no answer to him at the moment. There's a good scrap going on here between Joe Morg and Will Oppen for that third place. The afternoon, exactly what he wanted. A checker flag he sees as he crosses the line. Mark Crosser takes it. Colin Blackburn in second place. And winning this battle for third spot is Will Oppen, with Miles Simmons finishing in fourth. So, race 6 it was, and it was a win for the outfit number 37. The right way to start the day for Mark Crosser and Carl Blythe. In second place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Carl Pugh. In third place, number 80, Will Oppen and Steve Hargreaves. Fourth place, number 9, Miles Simmons and Steve Saunders. In fifth place, number 98, Joe Morg and Jack Cutler. The winning time was 1:27.06. 1:27.06. Quick reminder. Dirk Fabrique had a win first time out. He goes in this one. Look for him riding in red. Henrik Stuka rides in white. He had a second first time out. Oh, looking a bit further down, Romano Hummel, also from Holland, 4 points to a second place first time out. So only one heat winner goes in this one. That's Dirk Fabrique, the rider in red, right on the inside. Will that prove an advantage for him? The starters calling in line. Okay, the pace they get underway. Dirk Fabrique has made a good start on the inside. He's certainly commanding it in that first turn, but the rider in right, I think that is on the outside, Henrik Stinker has got himself to the front. He's got on the far side. It means that elevated up into first place is Dirk Fabrique, making it 2 out of 2 at the moment. Second to him, fellow countryman Romano Hummel is sitting there in second place. And they sort themselves out. He comes here having won the semi-final. And it is Henrik Stickler who had a second first time out, sitting in that third spot. The rider in blue with all the work to do is into the last lap he goes. This will make it 2 out of 2. At the moment, Romano Hummel cannot close that gap. Dirk Fabric takes a for the last time. It's going to be 2 out of 2 for Dirk Fabric. Romano Hummel takes second, and Henning Stickler takes third place.
If we walk back from
So race 4, let's give you the points for that one. We start from the very top. The rider in white scores 3 points. Henning Stickler. In red, the rider in red, maximum 5 points once again for Dirk Fabric. In green, number 1, Sigurd Rosenberg, 1 point. Number 10, Martin Malek, no score. Number 15, Romano Hummel, 4 points. And the rider in blue, Henry van der Steen, 2 points. Now, I'm sure you've all carried over your progressive totals, but what we'll do is we'll confirm all those for you once we've had all 3 of these heats, because we quickly move on to race 5 in your programme, and we see out for the second time Christian Holzhorst, a disappointing ride first time out. Theo De Palma, problems for Theo, and we hope that he can get things sorted. Jannick De Jong, you remember, he rides in green this time. He's the defending champion and he had a win first time out. Number 12, Paul Cooper, just got picked by Jannick last time out. He goes once again, the rider in blue. Lars van der Velde goes in black and white. And James Shanes, who also had problems first time out, right on the inside, is the rider in red. I'm sure sitting in the pit box they saw Dirk Fabric have a terrific start from that inside gate. Can Shanes do exactly the same thing? He's got some very quick riders on the outside of him. Not least Paul Cooper right next to him. He had a terrific start first time out. Started demanding, but that last rider, Jannick De Jong, comes to the line. Look for him, he's the rider in the green helmet colour. Riding number 9. Lights go on, the pace go off, and we get underway. Who's made the best of it? As we go into that first turn, I can see that we've got riders going around the outside, the long way around. James Shanes is right on the inside. There's problems on that first bend. And I can see that it is James Shanes that's got himself to the front and comes down, leading the pack. The pack really closing up on him. Now Paul Cooper is the rider in blue. I can see going a long way round. He's got 2 riders in front of him in that second and third place. Paul Cooper sitting there in 4th place at the moment. Into that 3rd place. He's got the rider in green, Jannick De Jong, who's got no answer to James Shanes at the moment. Jannick still sitting there in 2nd. Paul Cooper's now got himself into that 3rd. Trying to stay on the back tails of very much in control of this one and looking for maximum points to make up for the disappointment of that first race. Jannick still there in 2nd, Paul Cooper still in 3rd. Lars van der Velde is sitting in 4th place at the moment, he's under pressure for that one. Second place is made ready, and this is a terrific win for James Shanes. Jannick De Jong takes 2nd place. Paul Cooper in 3rd. Close for that 4th place, so to suggest that it was Christian Holzhorst that just about got it. So race 5 in your programme, let's go from the top once again, and we start with the rider that went out in the yellow helmet colour that time. Christian Holzhorst scores 2 points. A bit further down, the rider in white, number 5, Theo De Palma, no score. The rider in green, number 9, Jannick De Jong, is 4 points. The rider in blue, number 12, Paul Cooper, 3 points. In white and black, rider number 13, Lars van der Leck, 1 point. And number 16, riding in red, maximum 5 points. Your winning time is 1:28.67, 1:28.67, a very quick time for James Shanes. Well, remembering back to those first leg rides, and you remember there was wins for Dirt February, you repeated it and got a second win. Jannick De Jong had a win first time out, he ended up with a second this time. And as we look to the last six of this second leg ride, Matthew Desario had a fantastic ride first time out. He rides in yellow this time. The riders make themselves ready for this race 6, their second qualifying ride, and in watching the other two from the pit box, they get underway. And it is Matthew Desario that gets himself to the front going into that first turn, so commanding himself on this one as they go up the back straight. 3 riders almost together for that. Matthew Desario will get himself to the front and comes down leading from the rider in red. There is Joseph Frank from the Czech Republic. So Joseph Frank sitting in second. Mitch Gordon unfortunately is pulled off into the centre green as we look. He sits in third at the moment. But Matthew Desario looks to be in absolutely stunning form this afternoon. Really the race is on for that second place as Joseph Frank hits well, he's got problems, in fact, well, it means that Andrew Appleton now goes up into second place. Third place to him is Mark Helmholtz. All eyes, I'm sure, on Matthew Desario. It is Matthew Desario who takes that win. Andrew Appleton gets a good second place, and number 7, Mark Helmholtz, picking up third. So race 6 in your programme, completing the second leg rides for the European final, and indeed the quickest time so far for rider number 18, riding in yellow, Matthew Desario. But let's keep it simple, let's go from the top. We come to the rider in red, number 4, Joseph Frank, disqualified by the referee for going outside the circuit, no score. Number 6, Andrew Appleton, riding in blue, 4 points. Black and white helmet colour, number 7, Mark Helmholtz, 3 points. The rider in white, number 11, Mitch Gordon, no score. Rider in green, number 14, Chris Harris, 2 points. And I've already given it to you, number 18, Matthew Desario, maximum 5 points. That makes it 2 out of 2 for him, he sits on a maximum. So we know that at the end of those second leg rides, we've got Dirk Fabrique and Matthew Desario equal on 10 points.
Dames en heren, snel van boven naar beneden. Stiegauer, Heineck 7 punten, Hulshorst 3, Dirk Fabrique 1, hele dikke punten. Jozef Frank 2. Die Palma 2 keer eraf, geen punten. Appleton 7. Helmhout scoort er ook 6, goed gedaan. Rosenberg 2. De Jong 9. Malek 2 punten. Mitch Korn geen punten. Paul Cooper komt op 7. Lars Sandvliet, wat een fantastische eerste ronde. Komt hij dan nou maar 4, 3 punten. Chris Harris 2 punten. Romano Hummelstuiter op 8. James Shanes op 5. Henry van der Steen op 5. En Mathieu Trésorieux. Maximum Sieger, sagt man in Duitsland. 10 punten.
Yes, sir, thank you, and I'm being better to say that I didn't give you that very quick time from Matthew Sorry. It was 128.24, 128.24. The fastest we've had so far, 128.24. We now turn our attention to the 500 sidecars. This should be race 7 in the programme. Race 10 in the programme, I'm being told. So as the 500 sidecars go out for their second ride this afternoon, they're bunching as they come off that top bend, it's getting awfully close to the front. Josh Goodwin has got that lead. Right. And Dan Berwick it is that's holding that second place, but Dan lost he is setting a massive pace as he comes around that top turn. And it's very, very close. You've got going around the outside, number 72, Sean Harvey. And there's problems. Making this one there as we go into the last lap lane, comfortably leading. Good scrap going on with his second place. And Dave Cavell and Cameron Josh Goodwin. In second place, number 55, Dave Cavell, Cameron Cross. In fourth place, number 68, Dan Berwick and Mary Hopkins. In fourth place, number 73, that of course is our reserve that came in, James Hogg and Nathan Yeldon. And the winning time, 138.37. 138.37. Oh, I've just been told I got that wrong. There should have been a fourth place for number 65. That's Natasha Bartlett and Clara Southgate, and fifth place, number 73. 138.37 definitely winning time. You should have had 3, 55, 68, 65, and 73.
Oh. Single points, not happy with that?
No, I think I'm too old now for this.
How old are you?
49.
Oh, you're still a spring chicken.
Yeah, thank you.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
Young person.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
You too. Best of luck for the rest of the afternoon. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he looks very, very relaxed in his fold-up chair here. That's number 8, Sword Rosenberg. And 49, you can afford to relax. I can see he's put the Lucasade for you there.
race 11 in your programme. Remind you where you are in the programme. We're with the 1000cc sidecars. Unless they sort themselves out on that first turn, we've got coming up past me. It is Carl Simmons with Neil Owen in second spot. Now Neil had a win first time, I remember. So Carl Simmons, I think so Carl Simmons, passenger this afternoon by Terry Saunders, and Neil Owen getting absolutely filled in. Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin it is sitting in that third place at the moment. Neil Owen trying to find a way round on the inside, but no answer to him at the moment. There's Pete Colvin. Much better ride, a much quicker ride from Miles Simmons on his second outing this afternoon. He takes the checkered flag. Neil Owen finishing in second. Pete Colvin finishing in third. And that is Simon Hill and Roland Broomfield that finish in fourth. So, race 11 in your programme. An excellent win for outfit number 9, Miles Simmons and Terry Saunders. In second place, number 12, as Neil Owen and Jason Barnwell. In third place, number 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Fourth place, number 16, Simon Hill and Roland Broomfield. Fifth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Terry Manley. The winning time was 1:30.60, 1:30.60. And he's exactly where he normally is. He's right out in front as he comes round off that pit turn for the first time. Colin Blackburn it is who's got to try and pursue him this time. And Tom Costa sitting in that third spot. Well, Colin Blackburn on that top first and Tom and that's really a big ask. He's opened up a very big gap as he comes round that bottom turn. Making it 2 out of 2 at the moment. Mark Costa and Carl Blythe up to be leading. Tom Costa in second place. Passengers on the top. Sitting there in third place. But as the last lap flag is made, it is Mark Costa that very much looks in control. Tom Costa watching what Mark's doing in front of him. He keeps the speed up as well. Make sure that's second place. The checkered flag is made then for Mark Costa as he comes round and takes his second win of the afternoon. Tom Costa gets that second place. And it is Matt Marola that finishes in third. So 3 finishes only in race 12. It was a win, his second of the afternoon for outfit number 37, Mark Costa and Carl Blythe. Second place, number 29, Mark Costa and Adam Kelper-Smith. In third place, number 15, Matt Marola and Gaz Williams. The winning time, 1:28.93, 1:28.93. So we hear the 2-minute warning as the riders are released from the pit gate and come down for their third ride. We look at Heat 7. You're back to the centre of your programme. And from the very top, we've got riding in black and white helmet colour. Jannick De Jong, he's on 7 points at the moment. The rider in white is Mark Helmholtz. He's on 9 points. Martin Malek riding in green, 2 points overall so far. Number 12, Paul Cooper rides in yellow, he's on 7 points. Romano Hummel, the rider in blue, on 8 points. He's been riding consistently, he's had 2 second places this afternoon, so I'm sure all eyes will be on Matthew Zario from France. He's on maximum 10 points and 2 rides. Watch for the red helmet colour, he's right on the inside. I think as the afternoon has gone on, there's not really been any advantage on this start line. Quite often during race meetings, the racing line, which you can see on the outside of the gate, can sometimes prove an advantage, but those inside gates have proved just as fruitful this afternoon. Heat 7 in the European final as he wants to come off that start line and straight into the lead he goes, riding in that red helmet colour once again. Matthew De Jong sets the pace and comes over our first on him, but he really is stamping his authority on this one as they break down off that top bend. It is Roman Hummel still there in second, but he's under pressure from Paul Cooper in that yellow helmet colour sitting in third. And comes back across. This is a great ride once again from Matthew De Jong. And things are really starting to close up for that second and third place. Matthew De Jong. Closer and closer on that top end, he really is pushing it. They got one more lap to go. Romano it is that goes head down, got a trailing leg action, always great to see, really looks spectacular. Matthew De Jong must have hold That's the first time that Matthew's been building this afternoon. He's going to have to be content for second, but that was a fantastic ride from the Dutch rider, Romano Hummel. He gets maximum points. I've got a very important announcement, is that I'll give you this result in a few seconds, but we've got the air ambulance making its way here, so we've had to halt the meeting. There will be an air ambulance landing. One of our riders in that 500cc class has suffered serious injuries, and they've elected to call in the air ambulance. So if you are in need of a coffee or food or anything like that, there's plenty of facilities laid on. We will have a break, I'm sorry to say. We've got to hold up proceedings for that air ambulance to make a clean landing. So for those of you that keep your programs 100%, let's give you that quick result of race 7. We start from the top with Jannick De Jong. That's 2 points for the rider in white and black. Mark Helmholtz, number 7, this is what we were waiting for. He has been excluded from the race, so no score. Number 10, Martin Malek, 1 point, the rider in green. Number 12, Paul Cooper, the rider in yellow, 3 points. Number 15, a fantastic last turn, a fantastic win for Romano Hummel, 17 years old we're told, a fantastic rider, maximum 5 points. And number 18, unbeaten so far this afternoon, he now has to settle for second place. The rider in red, Matthew De Jong, 130.22.